Good morning, good morning, good morning. My name is Markiss Stone, and I'm the host of the Daily Dose, and I would like to welcome you to the next day of your new life. That's right. See, we all have the same 24 hours in a day. What will you do with yours today? Well, I will tell you what. If you're into fitness, go ahead, head over to my Instagram at Zoned Out Markiss and check it out if you need your daily dose of positivity, inspiration, motivation. Don't worry, your boy's got the antidote. I got you so much. I promise you, I got you. What's going on, Cousin Phil? Thanks for checking in. But right now, let me tell you guys, it is Thursday. We are over the hump, but there are still some people that didn't get the memo. They didn't get their dose the other day. They are feeling salty right now. They need a little pick-me-up. They need a little bit of antidote in their life, but I need y'all to help me do it because I don't know these people yet. Just keep sending them on my way. The doctor's got the antidote. Dr. Stone's got the antidote. But in order for them to receive it, you got to do me my favorite thing on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Hulk smash that share button. I am so excited, guys. Let me tell you, today's topic is going to be lit. The Daily Dose studio will burn down today. I promise you, I got life-changing antidotes today. So let's go ahead and get right into it. How are you guys doing? I'll be honest, everybody asks me, how do you have this much energy so early, Markiss? Well, the truth being, it's January 17, 2019, the year of consistency, and I started my day off at 4 a.m. with no snooze button needed. That's right, I got right out of bed, no problem, and started working on my Rise and Grind planner right away. Started working on my gratitude, 10 things that I am thankful for. I started looking at my goals and writing them down again, my daily, my monthly, my yearly goals, and I started checking off the box. That's right. No snooze button for your boy. Didn't check my phone right away. Got into my physical activity, which consisted of my yogi. That's right. You didn't know your boy had the flexibility, did you? I'm working on that flexibility. Let's get flexy. That's right. And right after that, I had to get right into my workout and get my sweat on. It is day 4. Not gonna lie, Shanti is killing your boy. That's me right there working on the planner as well. But I got so much energy, y'all, because I've been up since 4. No snooze button, 2.5 hours. I've been up getting it in and working on my life. What you been doing? You just waking up or you catching this on the replay? You better get in tune. But I'm feeling so good. I don't need coffee because I got life and I got my dosers in the building. And today's fire topic is really going to be lit. So, Lyric, tell them what to do. All right, I know y'all want the antidote, so we are going to go ahead and get right into the antidote.
The antidote is defined as a medicine taken or given to counteract a particular poison. Now, Markiss, these people woke up early. They came to your show, The Daily Dose, to get the antidote. Hit them with the antidote.
Let me ask you a question. I'm in the car business, right? Been in the car business over 11 and a half years right now, and there's this thing called an alignment. When you go to the service department, there's a thing called an alignment. When was the last time you got an alignment? I'm just curious. Just think about it for a second. When was the last time you got an alignment? Think about it for a second. I want you to answer that. While you're thinking about when the last time you had an alignment, I want to share a story with you. Alignments are very important for this one particular reason right here. So a few years ago, I ended up going to Paris. I did not take a cruise ship to Paris. I didn't, get on a boat and go over there. I flew over there. But for the sake of this story, I want you to pay attention to the screen for just 1 second. So here's a map. I took a screenshot of this morning, right? And you see me right there in Indiana. And you see Paris over there to the right of the screen, right? So let's say, just for kicks and giggles, just for the sake of the story, that I took a cruise ship and I was going to Paris, right? There's the cruise ship, and there are the dots that say in order to get from here to here, you got to go along these dots right here, right? That's how you get to Paris. Let's just say, for the sake of the story, that the captain was probably 2 or 3 degrees off. Now, you just think about it. I mean, you got 360 degrees, right? That's a lot. Let's just say the captain was about 2 or 3 degrees off. That's minuscule, right? I mean, you ever think about you turn your steering wheel just a little bit? You ain't affected that much. You got about, 5-6 seconds before you start getting outside of your lane, right? It's not that much, but take a look at this. This is very important. Look where you would end up if you stayed that entire course 2 to 3 degrees off. you would end up in Portugal. Now, I didn't know the distance from Paris to Portugal, so I went and asked my baby mama Siri. I said, Siri, how many miles is it from Paris to Portugal? And she said Lipson is about 1,081 miles away from Paris, France, or about 904 miles as the crow flies. All because of your alignment. Your alignment's off. So I ask you, when was the last time you had an alignment on life? When was the last time you aligned your life up? Like, you could be headed for the most beautiful place in the world. You could be wanting to head to Europe or Egypt or something like that, but you may end up in Timbuktu at the rate of travel that you are actually going right now because your alignment is off. So I'm here to tell you today, guys, it's time to get an alignment on your life. That's right. And if you don't know how to get there, don't worry. Your boy Markiss has 3 tips to help you get back aligned. I'm going to help you with the alignment, guys. Let me tell you why. Because I love you. So let's go ahead and get right into the antidote. Number 1, the first thing that you have to do is make the choice. Let me tell you, I was evaluating and appraising a vehicle the other day, right? And I'm driving down the road. And I'm test driving the car, and literally the road is straight like this, but my hands are at the steering wheel like this in order to keep the vehicle straight. This guy hadn't had an alignment in I don't know how long, but in order for me to go straight, this is straight, I had to do this right here in order to keep the vehicle straight. I mean, look at this. This is what happens when you are not aligned right. Look at those tires. Do you see what's happened to those tires? That's what happens to those tires when you're not aligned right. Now, you see how messed up those tires are? What about your life? What is your bad alignment doing to your life right now that you don't even recognize? I mean, customers don't really, you go to work every day, you run your errands, you take your school to their activities and do all this other stuff. You rarely check for tires. The only time you get mentioned about your tires is when you probably go get service and they probably recommend, hey, I think you need probably alignment. And you're like, no, you're just trying to sell me something, and you just omit it. But you don't even really pay attention, but look at what it's doing. Imagine if those tires are doing that because it's out of alignment, what do you think it's doing to your life? Think about that for a second. So we got to make the choice that we want to get back aligned. Some people don't even make the choice. When your alarm clock goes off in the morning, what choice do you make? Are you hitting the snooze button 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times, and then you finally decide to get up, and then you end up being a little bit late to work, and you got to text your boss? And what choices are you making? The first thing to get back aligned with life is you have to make the choice and say that I want to get back aligned with life. Make that choice to get back aligned. That's step number 1. Without the choice, your alignment will not happen. Let's get right into number 2. Number 2, you have to take corrective action at that point. Corrective action. Like if you're driving, that's called like counter steering, right? You ever like slip and you went this way, you're like, oh crap, I got to get back this way. You got to counter steer, or better yet, like have you ever been to a chiropractor? I don't know about yours, but mine cracks me up. That was a joke, by the way. You have to get back aligned. Like after you make the choice, you have to take the corrective action. Like in physical life, again, if your back is jacked up, you go to a chiropractor and he cracks you up, crack, neck here, neck there, turn your body this way, crack your back this way, crack your back that way, and you get up and he puts you in a massage chair. If you've never been to the chiropractor, I promise you should go. Awesome people if they know what they're doing. I tell you, they sit you in a massage chair afterwards, and all of a sudden life is just grand again. You're walking a little bit different. You're walking a little bit taller. You're a little bit more comfortable. Your life is starting to be aligned right. You have to get an adjustment. After you've made the choice, now you got to do that corrective action. It's all about action, guys. No talking. We talk about talk all the time. Let me talk. You do the action. You take the word and you do the action, because once you apply that action, then you start to get results, which is exactly what we're here for, is results. After you've done that, number 3, now it's time to do the routine maintenance afterwards. Now that is a major key. Let me ask you a question. If you go a long time without doing an oil change, what happens? You start to sludge up and your engine can break down. The next thing you know, you need a new engine in your car. When was the last time you did routine maintenance on your life? Are you evaluating your life on a daily basis? Are you checking your fluid levels of your life? Are you drinking water, or are you drinking pop and beer and alcohol and wine? And remember, this is a no judgment zone. I'm not here to judge you. I'm here to help you as well too. I'm not saying that nothing's wrong with an occasional beer or wine or drink or whatever you want to do. That's not what I'm saying. But what are you consistently doing? Are you consistently running on clean fuel? And every once in a while, like you're not supposed to like floor your car, like pedal to the metal and drive it all crazy, right? But every once in a while, you kind of want to push in and see, man, I got this car with all this horsepower. I want to see what it do. But that's like occasionally, but it's not every day. Are you consistently pedal to the metal, pushing the boundaries, pushing the limits, pushing yourself to your max and not getting the results that you want? Or are you moderately doing it every once in a while? That's what I'm talking about right there. But you have to do your routine maintenance, because if not, your life will be jacked up just like your engine would in a car. So let's go ahead and run down that alignment checklist, because we're trying to make sure that our life is in alignment so we don't get off track and we stay the course to get to our final destination. Number one, we have to first of all make that choice. Some people don't even make the choice. They are okay right now with life, staying on the path that they're currently on, not knowing that one day they're going to wake up and they're going to be like, what was his name in that movie, Castaway? Tom Hanks in Castaway. You're going to be on some island with nobody there, and all you got is this little coconut dude. Somebody saw that movie. You know what I'm talking about. But you got to make the choice. If you don't make the choice, you're going to end up in the wrong destination. And then number two, you have to take that corrective action immediately. Once you recognize that you are not on course, you got to start making corrective actions right now to get back on course. It's never too late. We got 24 hours in a day, every single day. You can. I don't care how far away you are from your goals. You can make the choice right now and take that corrective action and get right back on course to your goals. And last but not least, number three, after you get right back on that course, you got to do some self-evaluation. You got to do some routine maintenance. Do some checkups often. Speaking of checkups, man, I probably need to go get me a checkup too. I'm 35 years old now, and they say you're supposed to go when you're 30 and this and that, and I ain't been, so I got to practice what I preach. So don't worry, I'm gonna schedule me up so y'all know that I ain't just talking here, and I'm about massive action. So I'm gonna go ahead and set it up, and this ain't nothing that I planned either. I'm gonna tell you right now, I did not plan this. This is randomly on the Daily Dose, just came to mind right now. But I figure I gotta practice what I preach, so I'm gonna speak it into existence, and I'm gonna go ahead and do it, and I'm gonna take my pictures with the doctor if they let me take the selfie with him or whatever, and I'm gonna do it and show y'all that I'm not just all talk. So again, if you are new to the Daily Dose and somebody tagged you in this video, feel free to head on over to my profile right now, hit the following button, and then hit see first so you can always get notified and get your antidote when you need it. And last but not least, check out the outro.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Thank you so much for tuning in to the Daily Dose. I hope you got your antidote today, your daily dose of positivity, inspiration, and motivation. Check me out every Monday through Friday, 6:30 a.m. Eastern Time Zone on Facebook Live. And don't forget to Hulk smash that share button.
Just remember, guys, I'm just here to make the world smile and change people's lives. Do me a favor and hit that share button and tag a buddy that needs an alignment. Peace.